Great to be back at LaBranche Hunting Camp, and this is homemade cherry bounce, right?
Right.
Oh, here, gotta take a sip. Oh, is it homemade? It's fantastic. Y'all, I'm here at LaBranche Hunting Camp, as I said, with my good friend Bob Lambert. And now everybody knows where this camp is because of its location. Why don't you tell them where it is?
It's due north of the town of Norco. It's adjacent to the Interstate 10 on the east side of the Monetary Rod and Gun Club.
and let me tell them where that is. When you're going to the airport and you're crossing the spillway here, you always see the camp right over to the right if you're coming from Baton Rouge to New Orleans, and that's this camp. Now, it's a hunting camp, a fishing camp. Y'all do a lot of cooking, obviously, here as well, right?
Yes, there are 40 members
Yeah.
here, and most of us enjoy doing the fishing. The hunting.
Now, this camp was founded in 1945?
Yes.
1945. Now, we talk about hunting. There's about we mentioned there's about 700, 800 acres that y'all actually do alligator. You have 14 or 15 tags. We were looking at the hooks a minute ago that you catch alligators with. So you have about 700-800 acres that y'all actually do alligator fishing, which the number of alligators you can take off of the land is decided by Wildlife and Fisheries based on the number of acres you have plus the population of the alligators, right?
Right.
Is that the way they do it?
Yeah. It's primarily about the acreage.
And what's the season?
From September, around the first part of September, and it runs for about a month or so.
Well, good. Well, listen, I have some alligator here, and alligator meat, most people would be shocked to see just how nice and white it is. It's a beautiful meat, and the flavor is pretty neutral, huh? Because
right. It's whatever you cook it with, that it'll assume the taste.
Right, and I'm going to do a little marinade. I have some water, some red wine vinegar. I'm going to put a little oil in here. Bob, why don't you get me those onions right there? It's all chopped. You can throw them right in here. Throw them right in the bowl. You can just drop them all in there. And I'm going to put some basil and some tarragon, thyme. You can put whatever you want, some peppercorns. And then I take the alligator and I go right into the bowl like this, and I'm going to just let it sit 24 hours, and it's going to really tenderize and pick up all that great flavor. And y'all, I have some already done right here. It's already marinated after 24 hours. Bob, why don't you hold that for a minute? And I'm going to make my egg wash here. I have whipped eggs. I'm going to put a little cream in there. I'm going to put some salt. I'm going to put some pepper and get all of that done. And I'll take a handful and go into the egg wash like this, kind of stir it around just to coat the outside of it. And do you fry normally when y'all do alligator? Do you use a fish fry, flour? What do y'all normally use?
I'd rather use fish fry, honey.
The fish fry like I'm doing here. So I'm going to stir it in this nice fish fry that's seasoned with salt, pepper, and granulated garlic. I'm going to go down into the hot oil at 375 degrees, and it only takes a minute, and the marinade has really made it nice and tender. And Bob, the alligator fries up nicely, very quickly. It fries beautifully. And look at this alligator tail here. This is where that beautiful white meat comes from. Absolutely spectacular. And look, this is what it looks like when it's done. Just the way you fry alligator all during the season. It's right there on the platter. All right.